Be the candidate investment firms are looking to hire. Become a CFA charter holder. Stand out for having the skills to thrive in the competitive investment industry. Visit cfainstitute.org/learn to find out more about the Level 1 CFA exam.
I hate to break it to you, but you're in for a big surprise. 5 years from now, Jane, who's resigning today, will ring the NASDAQ bell, officially launching her company on the public market. And what you'll soon realize is that Jane stole your most valuable data to start her new company on her way out the door. Learn how Code 42 Insider can stop data theft and protect your organization's most valuable assets. Visit code42.com to learn more.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Daily the Daily Morning Call with the ATSGR Company. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to our founder, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr. himself, to get us rolling this morning. I hope you're taking notes, so when your business, when you have over hundreds of thousands of employees, you know how to run your daily morning meetings for your multi-billion-dollar business. Mr. Smith, the floor is yours.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. You want to always be aware of what's happening in your environment. Your business has an environment, right? Like your business has an environment. It's not just an environment. Your business sits in the middle of an environment too. You need to account for that as well. So let's start off with a few things first. There are about 2,400 new things happening inside of the university, in which all of you are going to get, or maybe most of you will get at no additional charge, depends on what level you're at. About 2,400, that's not an exaggeration. That's a real number. That being said, let's pause for a second. Does anyone want something specific that you would like to have so you can take advantage of, so you can make a lot of money, as in millionaire in the making, like my friend has on her name? There you go. Anybody want to see something specific? I know investing is one of them, because many of you are sending that energy my way. Write this down for me, please. Investing. I know that's one of them. Anything else?
Real estate. Real estate.
All right. Real estate is another. Okay.
Yep.
There's going to be, let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on real quick. Let me be boring just for a second, because last time I tried to pull this up, I couldn't find it. There we go. So here's one. All right. What I'm going to do here pretty soon is you're going to learn all of this. All of this. This is my personal real estate stuff in order. Don't worry about it. It's just a lot. It's okay. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then I know what this is. I'm gonna copy somebody's stuff. Oh yeah. I was reading this book and I wanted to get some notes. And then there's one more in here that tells you, maybe it's just called ATS Real Estate. Let's find out. Let's see if it literally says ATS Real Estate. Anyway, one day when I ever find this note, I keep trying to find it, there is a whole, I don't know. I can't even, there's over 1,000 hours of real estate that you're going to get. I keep trying to find the notes. There's over 1,000 hours. Over, from everything, from subject to, which is a type of deal. So I'm an investor, which means that I do investing type things. I do not do real estate agent type things. There's no need. There's absolutely no need. if you want a job, go be a real estate agent and then have the illusion that you're an entrepreneur. You're not. You work for the broker. Sorry, that's the way it works. If you did not know that, that's the way it works. Okay. So I'm an investor. So you're going to learn everything from investor standpoint. And most of that will be in 4K. And then in 2 weeks, not this week, probably the next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday, as long as availability continues, you all will meet my friend that has billions of dollars of real estate. Do y'all like that? No? All right. He's going to come teach with me Friday. No, they don't like that at all. All right.
At what time?
All right. Okay. The 12 o'clock call. We'll make sure everybody get a replay. But he's going to teach, and I believe, do you remember what we were talking about? I know it had creative finance, and it was
how to make good deals.
I'll say it on the microphone.
It was also how to make good deals, and then how he's gonna. Okay.
How to make good deals and how to buy apartment complexes without using all your money. How to get.
And not use your money at all.
Yes, how to get what we call trade lines to invest in companies and real estate, all sorts of stuff. So if you know what a trade line is, then you understand how powerful that's going to be. So get ready for that. So real estate. So investing I still need this list though. I need this list sent to me that I'm talking. Investing, because this is the hot list. Investing in real estate. I know these two. Law, that jacket is awesome. That jacket is awesome.
Thank you kindly.
I couldn't figure out which one I was gonna wear. I got two of them. I got this little spiffy one right here. You know, it's got these designs up in it. You see, it's got these designs. But this
I'm actually repurposing it because this jacket was from my big boy days, and I'm just using it as an oversized coat. So you can get away with anything, people. Fashion is what you say it is, not what they say it is.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead. But I just went with Joseph A. Banks today. I just, you can't beat. You just can't beat Joseph A. Banks. You just can't.
Well, one day I look forward to saying the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, buddy. It fits so well, and it just looks expensive because it is. Definitely. All right. So we got investing, and we have real estate. What else? That's pressing. Like you just say, Antonio, please, can I have this? Please.
For me personally, it would be the best way to become a personality because that's what my aspirations is. It is to host, it is to be an MC, is to do things like that. Yeah.
Good. That's real good. Wow, that's real good.
I like that too.
Yeah, and I can teach you because I am one.
Would that be part of branding?
It would be, but it's more specific branding.
Right?
Yeah. It's aimed at becoming an influencer and and getting paid from your flaws, really. It's really what it is. You're getting paid from your flaws because the stuff they pay entertainers for is flaws. We just call them talents. Denzel, come lie to me for 90 minutes, please. Please. Right? That's basically what Denzel is doing for 90 minutes. It's taking his flaws, his lies, and making you believe that he is an assassin, right? Good stuff. All right, good stuff. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, so becoming a personality. All right, good stuff. Who's next? Very specific. Like, what is What is okay? Deanna has one.
One time you talked about the difference between being wealthy and being globally wealthy. I want the steps of becoming. I want Oprah and Beyonce money. That's the global wealth you was talking about. Like no matter where they are on the globe.
Nikki give you amen.
Yeah, that one.
I got you, Miss Nikki. I got you.
Okay. All right. Good. Just write that down, and then write down the facts of world hunger. We need to just put that in chat. Kara, I saw you unmute your mic.
I forgot what I was going to say when I think about it again. It just slipped my mind. I got into you.
Gotta start talking about global money, and then you said, "Well, let's do that one." Then Deanna, let's see. Right, I got you. I ain't mad at you. All right, who else? Let's see. Oh, Millionaire in the Making. What's happening?
That's me in the flesh. I would like to get high ticket contacts or high ticket
clients is what it's called.
Yeah, clients.
That's what it's called. Yeah, there's a whole
Because I am a personality, but I want to get sponsorship. I want to have the whole package deal.
Although that's two totally different things. All right. So she wants high ticket clients.
So I'm going to be in all the classes to sign me up.
No doubt. And she wants to get sponsorship. That took us a while to learn how to do. That took trial and error. So when I teach that, please know it comes from a lot of losing. We tried many a times to get sponsors. We tried to do. I'll tell you, as soon as you try to do your own event, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, I can afford to do my own event." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we give you the venue for free." Oh man, that's so awesome. Yes. And then we just charge for food. Oh, that's even better because now I don't have to get a caterer. Oh yeah, it's gonna be $90 a meal. Huh? Oh yeah. And how long is your event? Well, that's 8 to 5. Okay, so you're gonna need 3 meals, huh? But I wanted 100 people. So that's 99 times 3 times 100. So now you want me to sign a $144,000 contract. Wait a minute now. I need some sponsorship. And that's how that comes across. If y'all don't know the struggle, that is the struggle. Let me tell you. All right, you got Sugar, got Michelle Black, and Carol. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me switch the order. Carol, Sugar, Michelle Black. Go ahead, Carol.
Thank you before I forget again. How to negotiate up.
Yes. We just gonna call it the art of negotiation. I got that down. I actually have I read a book, wrote a course like 3 years ago, and never ever taught it. You see it in my notes. Yep. Never ever taught it. Wow. Look at that coming back full circle. Good job, Kat. That's good. I actually thought people would think it was boring. Sure did. So I didn't do it. Yep. Didn't do it. Now, there's a good book on negotiating called Never Split the Difference by an FBI agent, a former FBI agent. It's on negotiating. Fantastic. Read that book. And good stuff. Art of negotiation. Sugar.
Good morning.
Morning.
How about some silver slipper investments?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to call it just that, too. Silver slipper investments. That is actually the best thing I've heard so far. That is, because that is, if you 55 and up, send your money here. Take it out at this time. Be careful. Don't try to get big gains. Don't lose everything. Let me show you what to do. That's good. Or
I got a question.
Okay, got you.
Where did that term come from? Because in my gym, they call it also silver sneaker workouts. And I didn't know what the term was until I showed up to the class and it was just me and a bunch of silver sneakers.
I didn't know what it was until a week ago when they mentioned it for the first time in here.
Oh, okay, but I like silver slippers. That's cool. But where did the term come from?
It's referencing the gray hair, and most of the people have the silver hair, the gray hair. And so we didn't want to be called the senior citizens or the old group names.
Silver fox.
Oh, okay. Teach me something.
They should have just called me the silver baby because I was born with it.
I'm gonna be cool like Jerry when I get the silver. I'm getting the whole ponytail. Yeah. That's it. She say you look like you have to.
I was just going to ask Dr. Trask what the color of her hair was. I was thinking about changing my color.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is called Heaven Culture, and it's sky blue.
Sky blue.
Okay. Sky blue.
Yeah.
Well, mine is called curly.
I like it.
Good stuff. Yeah. All right. That's good. That is real good. We get some good stuff. And here's the crazy thing, y'all. With the exception of three of these, the three common ones, it's the two common. I expected investing. I expected real estate. Silver slipper investing is not investing. Those are two different things. That's niche investing. Okay. With the exception of two of these, everything else I didn't see coming. This is why you ask your market. This is why. Okay, remember that. Michelle Black, let me hear from you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I really was blessed by that. I think it was my first or second day when I joined One Business Away and you showed the various types. You said S for self-employed, but you also showed how important it was to have certain income to pay for certain aspects of your household bills, like your house, your car, your household bills. So maybe teaching a class, I don't know, I guess this is more of a one-on-one personal type style, but
I could teach that, and it's got to be a course. It can't be a class.
Okay. Well, I mean, yes, but maybe I would say that it helped me. Now I just got to figure out which income I need to market and set strong to pay for certain bills. Also, I have the problem of undercharging myself. So a class about how to price your services accordingly to your experience and your worth. And last but not least, how to trade. I don't know if that's I know that's important. How to trade, how to put money in and know when to pull out and all that wonderful stuff. So those three along with everybody else, but knowing how to have certain income to pay for certain expenses, and definitely teach a class of how to charge appropriately, choosing the right price for your services.
All right. Mastering your personal finances.
Thank you.
That's us. She blessing y'all.
And how to price your services according to your worth.
Yeah. Oh, pricing for profit is what Yes, pricing for profit is what that is. I'm trying to put this third one into words. She had the same problem. Who else besides Patricia and Michelle have a problem with undercharging your products? Let me see. Keep your hands up. That's damn near half the audience. All right. That's more than half now. Oh, that's way more than half now. That's all right. Thank you. That's way more than half. Yes, ma'am.
I think sometimes the issue is not even that you're underpricing, but you're not sure of what the pricing should be. So then you just, choose something that you think is
No
appropriate.
doubt. I think no matter what the issue is, I think y'all saying, can we get a solution, please? I think that's what's. I know that's right. That was about 80% of y'all. That's coming first. Okay? That's coming first. I need you to put that and copy and paste your list, put that at the top. That was too strong for that to be delayed. Come on, Vanessa.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm working on this third one because it could kind of be in the trading, but she was saying she had a different nuance there. Go ahead, Vanessa.
I just wanted to point out.
I got you, Shaker. Keep going, Vanessa.
Putting together your products, packaging your material. Like I give too much material. I need to know how to curve it and,
Well, got you. All right. We'll. What you're saying is super important.
I have a lot of materials. I have a lot of stuff, and it's good stuff, and I don't want to just throw it away, put it to the side. But how to, it's like I've created books, and then I didn't even know I had books.
Yeah.
And maybe put it in a composition and not a book. But
no doubt.
Packaging your product.
Call it packaging your product for right now.
Okay.
Vanessa, and there's a course you probably haven't taken because there's so many here.
Okay.
It's called How to Multiply My Money.
Okay. All right.
And I address this in 9 steps.
Okay.
So take that for an immediate blessing. And
okay.
then I'm going to go into, I'm going to honor your request and go into super duper incredible detail, after it. But then you have a good foundation though, before you take that good stuff.
Well,
all right.
Okay. Thank you, Antonio. I'll let you know how that really comes out.
Yeah. And listen, y'all, that's a real problem that Vanessa just brought up. Yeah. You ain't lying. That's a real problem. That is a real problem Vanessa brought up. That is how do you, especially if you are in the silver sneakers generation, because you've been taught sell the sizzle, not the steak. And that doesn't work anymore because this is the information age. So it's a major adjustment. It's a major adjustment, because if you sell too little, then the internet is going to crush you.
Yes.
If you sell too much too early, then you don't have nowhere to go higher.
Exactly.
Yeah, and this is a major issue.
Hey, Antonio, one more thing. Can I? Okay. What if, like, I would love to do Saturday, what do you call them? Lunch. What you call those things?
The lunch meetings, brunches?
Yeah, like on Saturdays where they start coming in, like on Friday.
Oh, yeah. You talking about conferences. You talking about the seminars and stuff like that.
Yes, and they end on Sundays, maybe like around 12.
Yeah.
And charge, I would love to just teach on not how to manage your time, but although it might be a time management piece.
I got you.
Wording that different to people won't feel like, oh, I know how to do that, and it not be boring. It's that kind of thing I would love to do.
All right, then. So I would go maximizing your time like a millionaire is what I assume that's what you're asking. Because there's a lot of stuff that I do that literally steals me back 5-6 hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen some of your cards and your videos. I'm like, I want some of that. It is it's dope. As they say.
Yeah,
I know that's lower.
Yeah,
but it's like, I want to do that. You bring that kind of bling. I mean, like, oh my God, they are going to want to come in.
That's it. Maximizing your time like a millionaire.
Okay.
Because we do a lot of stuff differently. Okay, I saw Carol, I believe, and then Law. Maybe missing somebody there. Oh, Kara has a question in the chat too. How do you make your story into several courses? You got a hell of a story too, Carol. The easiest way, actually the most effective way to do that is going to be recognizing the theme inside of each movement of your story and then sell that theme. Okay, because the theme is universal.
Yes.
I remember she gave a story, a part of her story where she almost died. I'll let her tell her story. And by died, I meant murdered, died. Okay. Yeah. And you got a couple of things like, do you want to be murdered? It's a theme. That's a theme. And then you can flip that into don't let no one else take your life. And that can become both physical and mental and then spiritual. And just don't live a life in which you put yourself in a position where someone else can take it in the first place. So now you just pulled out 4 courses out of that one incident, because if you take the theme is what makes speakers powerful. Because the theme is universal. It's what escapes past religion and different denominations. Because if I open up, and I always do this, but every time before I talk, it doesn't matter here or like this Zoom on stage, I always ask a question that opens everybody up, and it's always a thematic question, like who's tired of missing customers? Everybody go, yeah, okay. On stage, I'm trying to be emotional. Have you ever been hurt? And everybody go, hell yes. I damn near didn't come in this morning. I mean, you understand it, right? Stuff like that. Because the themes are relevant across cultures. So Karen, that's what I would do. I would take my story and then recognize, okay, here's a theme. And then you can flip that theme to, mind, body, soul, because that's what you do for a living. So many different things. That's what I would do. I wouldn't even focus on trying to tell my story greatly. I would focus on pulling great themes out my story. And then you can just take your time with your story. Yeah, that's what I would do. I think that would be the greatest advice that I could. It's probably the greatest stuff I'm going to say all day, because that was actually pretty good.
Thank you.
Yep, it was. I think, Law, I believe I saw your hand go up. Oh, yes, and then shaker. Go ahead, Law, because I know you're at work.
I was wondering if Ms. Vanessa, the program in which you were talking about, was that geared to a specific generation, or was it for everyone? Because sometimes I find the most difficult time trying to get my mother to understand time management. It's just like it's non-existent, like at all.
For me, it's both. I love young people, and I love, for me, it's always about, like Susan always says, it's about bringing some type of joy. I don't know if I'm answering your question, but it's both. The first time I did a time management piece was for Goodwill. And that's a mixed environment, like 20-year-old, 30, 40, 50, and 60-year-old. And I don't know if you know that the time management piece that I have it's very hands-on, it's very visual. It requires you actually developing a system inside of your business or your workspace, whatever. But it's very hand-on. But I mean, if you could just get people to do it, like Les Brown, he brings all of the energy and the zeal. He just make you want to get up and do it, whether you think you can do it or not.
That's true.
And this was another question, Antonia. I was a little overweight, one too long ago, and I was still into some foods that was making me sort of hurt a lot. Mm-hmm. And I was like feeling some kind of way about getting on stage, standing for a long period of time.
Yep.
So I had some embarrassment around, standing at a podium at a long period of time and needing to sit down at some point. Do speakers do that? I noticed Les Brown, he started doing it for a little while. He would stand, and then the next thing you would see him sort of do, maybe an hour or two later, he's sitting, on a stool. So how would you address that? And that's the reason why I sort of pulled back, trying to find another way to do this piece with personal development, coaching and training, and creating another platform for it. But now, so I don't know.
No. I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna have your friends, Phil and Susan, answer your question. But let me pause real quick before I do that. Shaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Ask your question, man.
Yes, so my question is with regards to you had talked about resource economy.
Yep.
See, when is it something that you see being embraced in the next one?
Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, Slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.
Stand out from all the rest by becoming a CFA charter holder. As the investment industry evolves, professionals need the tools to evolve with it. When you become a CFA charter holder, you're not only developing real-world skills and expertise, you're demonstrating to employers that you have what it takes to thrive. In fact, more than 80% of those who earn the CFA charter say it boosted their career. Sound interesting? Go to cfainstitute.org/learn to find out more about the Level 1 CFA exam.
2, 5, 10, 20 years. If so, then hoping that I'm going to be, alive, then I would like to invest. What is it that I need to be investing? What should I be focusing on?
Yep.
That's number one. Number two, next generation education.
Yep.
How is it going to look like? And therefore, how should I be prepared? Because it did not take long for Netflix to reach where it is now. Of course, it did, but the way it is now, leapfrogging is by leaps and bounds. So, what is next generation education going to look like?
Yep.
Is it going to be what used to be, like how I and you studied, and most of us did? But now it is literally changing, and I think many adults over here, at least in India, are finding it literally difficult to even come to terms with that kind of education. So what is it going to look like, and how should I be prepared? Because I'm going to be into that. I see that kind of a tornado coming, and I have to be catering to that kind. I have to make sure that you don't get an education for the heck of getting an education. You get an education to be useful to the society around you.
Good.
That's
good. No, yeah. So you wrote that down for me. The second half. The first one was, what is resource-based economy going to be catchable here in the next couple of years, 10 years? And if so, how do I invest? That was the first one. And the second one was, what does education look like in the future? And how should I get ready for it? And then again, how can I invest or take advantage of that? Okay.
Can you repeat the first one for me?
The first one was, is a resource-based economy going to be, I just said catchable. Is people going to resist it in the next 1 year, 5 year, 10 years? Okay. All right. Send that. All right. Now, Susan. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Okay. One more quick thing. Back to law question. Okay. I saw time management, especially being a very good piece for single women who had children. And I saw where the time management piece would be very beneficial for a single parent who struggles with juggling their time. And if they took the information from the time management piece and applied it in their personal home situation, I saw where that piece would really have been good, because it determines everything. It determines your focus, how you see yourself going forward. And it just had a bunch of good stuff in there that anybody could use. And most companies, use that stuff, but you can bring it home as well. So I hope I answered your question, Law.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, good stuff. Just to set the stage, who's that talking?
Thank you, Antonio.
No problem.
Yeah,
Susan, okay. Well, let me set the stage for you, Susan, real quick.
Go ahead.
Susan, how can I speak on stage without the stigma or, because concerning my health? Do other speakers do it? Can I still be successful? Is my audience am I gonna lose credibility when I need a chair? Can I even be a motivational or transformational speaker with health issues? Can you help me? Okay, there you go.
The answer to all of those is yes. But I want to first, before moving forward, address Carol's. When you talked about themes.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is for everyone on this call. Take everything that you have and create themes from that. And then from there, you create programs, and you create parts of programs that you can package into one complete presentation or workshop. So I wanted to make sure everyone picked up on that. And
good point.
Yeah. And to Vanessa's question, sometimes when you're sitting down, it's more intimate and the audience feels closer to you. And especially if it's a smaller group, or if it's a workshop that's a half a day or full day, you can do a combination of both. And then if it's a keynote and you've got a large audience, and Phil can address this, when you've got 5,000 people in your audience and you're up on a big stage, you project your voice, your movements, everything that you do is bigger, because you have to reach the people all the way in the back. So all your movements are larger, all your gestures are larger, so that it projects out to the entire audience. And you see with Les, he has a large stool, and I've worked with him on this. I mean, there's times before he goes on stage, we have a bed in the back or a large couch where he can rest beforehand. Or if Ona comes out and speaks, he'll go back and rest and then come back on stage. He'll team up with her to make it easier on him. But he's so beloved and has such wisdom that people want to hear that no matter what. So you see a higher stool that they sit on if they're up on a stage. But if you've got a smaller group, you can pull your chair out and get right up with them and talk with them. I know Phil did something not long ago with Hippocrates Health Institute, and it was I think it was maybe a half a day or full day. I guess it was half a day because we had lunch. And he started, standing, but so many questions were asked, and especially, when they're raising their hands, asked a question, you pull up a chair and you get right in there with them. And that's where they feel really special and that you really care and the importance of it all. So that's how I would handle it. Phil, you can add all your good wisdom. If he's there.
Yeah. To what of the much wisdom I have do you want me to add?
Feel my pain, everyone. Well, to the themes, I would say, and then
What's
answer.
the question?
I feel like I can't get on stage because my diabetes. I have to sit down. My health is, if I stand up for 5 hours straight, that may cause, health problems for me. And I'm wondering if other speakers sit down on stage, and can I even be a motivational speaker with health problems? And should I, at 55, come up with a new way to start speaking, or is it something that you can help me with around this angle? Is what Vanessa was asking.
Well, I think it all comes down to your passion of wanting to make a difference. If you are sincerely in this career, if you're sincerely that you've been placed on this planet to help people improve their lives, you'll find a way to get up there and get it done. Even if you got to be a disclosure, hey, I've got diabetes, or I've got multiple sclerosis, or there are speakers that speak with all kind of different challenges, and they just use that challenge as an example of what they're working to overcome. It's part of you, it's part of your message. As long as you're authentic, as long as you're transparent, as long as you're sincere and real, the people in the audience that will accept that kind of message will be attracted to you and want to draw from you. Now, the people that won't, they won't. The people that are cynical, the people that are judgmental, the people that are going through their own challenges or maybe going through their own troubles, they're going to choose to judge you the way they want to choose to judge you, through the lens they look at you through. So it starts with you and your really sincerity of, why are you doing this? And if you can answer that question, that, well, I'm doing this because I believe I've got information that if somebody takes my information and uses it, it'll make a difference in their life, then you'll work through all that other stuff. And even in some cases, use that stuff as an example of how you overcame this stuff, and then they can go out there and overcome it themselves.
There you go.
Some of the greatest speakers. Yeah, I just see what Jerry just said. Nick, that he just put in chat. Nick, we saw him years and years ago, and he has just grown and grown and grown through the years. And Christopher Reeve, watching him perform, doing his presentation, it goes on and on and on. Some of the great speakers being overcomers. We're all whether it's something that's external, that's visible, or internal. So you need to look at it that way.
You talk about having a message. When you watch Nick, I don't know if you've seen him, Antonio.
Oh yeah.
But man, he gets right to your soul just immediately. It's incredible.
Yeah, I ain't missing nothing like that, Jerry. No, he's too good, and the presentation of him in itself makes you say, "Well, I'm tripping." Yeah.
Yeah, you think you're having a bad day.
Yeah. I'm clearly not worthy right now.
Or
Also,
you think, man, if I had no arms and no legs, then I could be successful.
You're right. Exactly.
We have a friend who was a burn victim, and just totally. And then one of our good friends who's in The Secret, was in the plane crash, and we just spoke with him the other day.
Oh, nice.
What he went through. But there was something else that I just scrolled over to see if she was on, our own Shermanda. She was in a wheelchair, just got out of the wheelchair, uses a cane. And I remember on stage at the Les Brown event, her in the wheelchair. I remember talking to her on the phone so much, when I was there, and and seeing that she got to the event and other speakers brought her to the event, and then she spoke. And when she was in the wheelchair, she was able to pull herself up at the very end and, you know, wobbly stand there with the cane for a few seconds. And her presentation, it was just beautiful. So we have that within our group here.
Yeah.
And there are other people as well.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw her speak, I was just mesmerized. She just stood on stage in a wheelchair with a tennis ball in her hand.
She's a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Very dear friend.
I've never seen anything like that before. I've never seen anything like that before, so no doubt. How can I be in demand as a paid master speaker? You can get the coaching services of Phil and Susan to get that done faster. That is for sure. Phil and Susan are our master speakers over the Bureau of Dominant Speaker. We got a whole section for that. Yeah, I'll make sure this woman gets hooked up with some elite classes and at least make a connection with Phil and Susan, because we would definitely turn you into a master speaker in which you get paid. She put the thumbs up. Thumbs up. And make sure she knows about the Bureau.
Well, as long as you're willing to do the work.
As long as you're willing to do the work.
Remember the formula. It's 20% how-tos. And that's what we'll provide. We'll provide you with all the how-tos you'll need to know. That's what the Bureau provides to you. That's what our whole focus is. Here's how you do it. Then it's 30% why-tos. Okay, why are you doing this? What's your self-motivation? What's going to get you through to get this done? And then 50%, do you have the willpower? Do you have the self-discipline? Do you have the self-control to do the things you need to do to be successful? So the how-tos are the easy part. It's what's the will-tos and the why-tos is what you need to work on to either make it or not make it.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally agree. Thank you, kind sir. You are the man. You are the man. Now, I was just told, Michelle Black put something in chat, how to market internationally. Okay. And we need a whole e-commerce section. Whole e-commerce section. That's going to have to be a course. And I know a lot about e-commerce. I just don't like it. I don't, but I mean, we did take
Our entire business is e-commerce.
our entire business is e-commerce, but more than that, we took eBay from $250 a month to $225,000 a month. So I'd say we can do some e-commerce. I'd say we can do some e-commerce. Need a whole section there, because if you can have e-commerce powering whatever you do, you'll be great. Okay, you'll be great there. Anybody else?
Well, Antonio.
Yes, sir.
The first question I would ask is, why do you want to take this international? I mean, and again, I can only speak from how I developed our business, how Susan and I developed our business, is when we did it, we decided we were going to first focus local. Do as much business as we can in Central Ohio. And then number two, then in Ohio, there's 11 million people in the state. I can't drive for over 3 hours and still be in the state of Ohio from where we were. You know, you had to drive 4 hours to get to San Antonio from Galveston.
Yep.
So you might want to ask yourself the question, why do you want to go international? You've got a language issue, you've got the travel issue, you've got I would drill down, what's your motivation of wanting to go international? You know,
that's a really good point.
You work local, your marketing costs are less, your travel time's less. You know, traveling in an airplane gets old after a while. You know, it's just a bus with wings. So, you know, you may think that, wow, that's real cool. But after a while, it's like, here I am again. You get to go to these places and say, oh, you got to go to LA? Yeah. Well, what did you get to see? I got to saw the inside of a plane, the inside of a cab, the inside of a meeting room, the inside of a hotel room, the inside of a cab, the inside of a plane. That's what I got to see on my trip. So I would first examine what's the willpower, or why do you want to even do it international?
That's a really good point. And anybody would tell you the first step of becoming international is going to always be take care of your own backyard. Anybody's going to tell you that. Anybody's going to tell you that. In fact, I might tell you that a few times because some of y'all going to try to go international with me, and I'm going to say, well, what about Texas? Have you told people in Houston about Ricasa, right? Like, you're gonna have to say that. I'm gonna have to say that, like, because you're in Houston all day long. Have you? Yes, you got to take care of your backyard first. That's fantastic. Yeah, I gotta get those Germans. I gotta get well. You're right, but there's some Americans that's been right there next to you. Have you? Yeah. Always take care of your backyard first. Because to Phil's point, should you reevaluate your desire to go international and decide, yes, I still want to go to international, then if you just focus on your backyard, it's going to be about 9 people that have international relatives. That'll be far easier for you because then you have a relationship there and they can tap into that for you. Okay. It's how we went international. It's not, we didn't do anything different. We found people here that had people there. Like Jerome has Gianna on the phone call with 2 people from Nigeria. They both in Nigeria? Mm-hmm. All right. I think so, Grace. Are they both it's you on the phone call with them. They're both in Kenya. But that's because Jerome. So Kenya, depending on how I feel and stuff, could be one of our next places we launch in.
And you don't have to be there to speak internationally. You can do it remotely, and especially now during these times because of the travel restrictions that are going on now and will probably continue for the next year. So if you don't discount them if they come your way, because there are alternative ways to doing this through webinars and so forth. And most of the time they'll welcome that because it's still an intimate setting with their particular group that you've customized for them.
It's a good point. So very good question. We would definitely teach that though, market internationally. And now you all know, take care of your backyard first. I can assure you that would always be a blessing to you. Okay, go ahead, Law.
If I could just add my 2 cents, becoming international is awesome, and traveling internationally is always awesome. But also keep in mind that the more travel that you do, the more that you beat up your body. So you have to ensure that you're constantly taking care of your body, because traveling across the world ain't easy, especially if you are not accustomed to it. And that's just from personal experience traveling to various countries and stuff. So you got to keep your body in check.
Well, I can tell you for sure, I've had to learn that the hard way. I only gained weight traveling. Like, I'm just telling you, that's how I gained it. That's how I gained it. It's traveling, eating Reese's peanut butter cups, and everything that has carbs in it. Just eating that on the go. You almost need a personal chef. Yeah. There's a millionaire that I know that has one goal, no matter where country he is in, it's a him, has one goal: to beat the sun up to run. Which leads me to Chris, because Chris does that now. Where's he at? He behind me? All right, there you go. Don't leave me out the millionaire conversation. He ran this morning. Monica was like, man, use the garage. No, man, I'm gonna go on out there to this track, beat the sun up. But that's a great way to stay fit and traveling, is beat the sun up. Start running, no matter where you're at, doesn't matter the time. Like, and I hope, and I need you to take it the way he tells me. This isn't about time. It's about beating the sun up. He travels so much, you don't know what time it is. But we all know that sun is about to come up. And he beats the sun.
Can I add to that?
Yes.
Hi, guys.
What's happening?
I'm okay. I'm fine. Today was a bit of a rough morning because my husband just called me. Well, we were talking on the phone earlier, and his mom, my mother-in-law, she just had an accident. She fell. Well, she's been feeling weak. She started feeling weak earlier this morning because they're 6 hours ahead in Nigeria, and she was feeling weak and she fell, and he's with her. Like they're both together. He made the decision to move back with her when me and the girls got here because he just wanted to be close to her, and he also wanted to cut costs of living. So he lives with her, and she's diabetic. She's not a young woman. She's in her 70s. She had him when she was in her 40s. So she's not young, and she's been diabetic for many years. And this morning she was feeling weak and she fell, and so he had to rush her to the hospital, and she's in hospital right now. So I would just really appreciate it if you guys prayed. I would appreciate it if you sent out your love and your light to her. She's 76, so she's not a spring chicken, and I know that she's going to make it through, and she's going to come out stronger on the other side. Okay, to add to the topic of travel and fitness and all that
Wait
stuff.
a minute. Hold on. God, we come to you right now and pray for our mother-in-law. I say our mother-in-law because we are all connected. We are one. So God, we just say right now that we expect healing. We're not asking because according to how I grew up, my faith, we come to the throne of grace boldly. So we receive what you already done.
Amen.
We participate in the success story, in the breakthrough that Abby and husband and mother-in-law will have in just a few short moments. God, we know we don't have to leave because you own the cattle of 1,000 hills. So if you want it to be done, it shall be done.
Amen.
Now we ask that you continue to bless this family. As they cut costs, let them find money that they shouldn't.
Amen.
And then as they make money, let them find opportunities that give them more money.
Amen.
Let the girls continue to be happy.
Amen.
And let the in-laws continue to be respectable.
Amen.
Amen. All right.
Amen.
There you go. You can ask your business question now.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Yeah. So just to add to the point, yeah, travel is just to buttress what Law and Antonio said. I have traveled my whole life, so I understand the concept of travel and how stressful it is on the body traveling internationally. So just to add to what they've already said, it's really fitness is so important. It's so crucial. So even in wanting to become a speaker, in whichever capacity, to whatever magnitude you're looking to become a speaker, whether locally, whether internationally, I think the importance of developing fitness and respecting your body enough to take good care of it cannot be underestimated or overemphasized. So just wanted to add to that.
Good stuff. I completely agree. Trust me, I failed. So I ain't got a choice. You ain't got a choice to agree when you fail. You know, I'm recovering from the failure. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, and to remind us all is our goal isn't to become a speaker. Our goal is to become an expert. And speaking is one of the ways in which we get our expertise out there.
Right, you get paid more that way. Sure do. You get paid more that way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. What I wanted to do is, since all the software is coming out and all that good stuff, I've been serving I've got this kind of broken down into compartments. Did I get Law? I thought I did. Did I get you, Law? They tell me I didn't get you. I don't know.
You did.
Find out. Okay, cool. Got him. Been breaking everything down by compartments, and you were my next compartment because I want to make sure that the folk like you who believe get special privileges and stuff. So let me address Shaker now. Resource-based economy will not be accepted. Okay, it's just not going to happen. Right? They're going to call it socialism. They're gonna they're gonna run ads against me. They're gonna do all sorts of stuff, right? Just know that. But it's okay. It won't be accepted because the collective consciousness hasn't risen to the level of some individuals. And until then, we're going to continue to have the problems that we have in this world. As a matter of fact, the problems we have in this world are just a vibrational equivalent of our consciousness.
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
On that note, I don't know if you picked up, remember we were talking about customer service, then we talked about student loyalty.
Yes, sir.
And I think what it needs to be is student engagement.
Okay, so
you have a department of student engagement. Our job is to get our students engaged. I think that's really the term that really nails what we're wanting to accomplish.
Yeah, I think so too. Send that to me and I'll update it on my marketing strategy notes. Absolutely. The second question, Shaker, can you remind me what it was? I know it was in two pieces. It was really good. I told you to write it down.
Next generation education.
It looks like this. It's open source learning. It is where the students determine the curriculum because the students are on the front lines. The next generation of education is where we don't employ people to employ other employees. We employ people to add quality to their lives on that stage where they are specifically. So you're going to see the merge between technical trade and technical training and higher education. They're going to become one. It's going to become this one synergy in which there won't be a difference no more. And higher education will eventually fade out. Technical education probably won't. Okay, you get in a trade, probably will not.
So how if I were to, my concern is I have to prepare the children for the future, right?
Okay, hold on. I'll tell you what, do me a favor. Make sure he gets the next call information. Jump on the next call and let's start off with that because it's a good one and it actually leads to the training. And I catch you in like 2 minutes. All right, everybody, we'll jump to the next call because we got Pam Norris up at 3 a.m. Y'all have a good one.
If you have a family relying on your income, you need life insurance. But finding the best quote shouldn't take a lifetime. That's where Policy Genius comes in. In minutes, Policy Genius could save you 50% or more simply by comparing quotes from America's top insurers. Once you apply, the Policy Genius team handles all the paperwork and red tape. To save on life insurance and get protection for you and your family, head to policygenius.com today.
For the ones standing guard, for the eagle-eyed, for the knights in shining armor, and for all those who support them, we are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com/safety, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.